Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to more Steins. In the last episodes, we went back through time, and we managed to get a different chapter 10. This chapter 10 will allow us to get the 2 remaining endings of the game, and I'm super excited for it. So let's go. Okay guys and girls, we're on the roof of Radio Kaikon, we're about to make the final decision. This time though, we have a mail. And this mail is the important mail that's going to decide it all. If we decide to reply to this mail, if we ignore this mail, we get the Kurisu ending, which is what we're gonna do first. Where are you now? You haven't been to the lab in 2 days. Are you still in Akihabara? We're worried, you know? You were acting strange yesterday. I want to help, so tell me where you are. I don't feel right not having you around. Where are you? I want to see you. Damn, girl! You gotta calm down. I'm just one man. I lean against the wire fence and stretch out my legs. I wanted more time to think, that's why I came back. Can I skip this? I can. Because we've been through this. We're considering what we should do, what the right course of action is, and then Kurisu will appear on the rooftops and talk to us, like she always does. There's the difference. Alright, we're holding her. The last time we whispered into her ear, I'm sorry. But this time, we're not giving up. I won't give up. Ever. Gah! Kurisu suddenly pushes me away. She steps back. Her face is hidden behind her hair. But her fists are trembling. Her body exudes raw fury. This is ridiculous! You motherfucker! Whoa! Yes. I said it was fine! What do you mean you won't give up? Are you stupid? Wanna die? Are you trying to be a hero, you chunibee whack job? Don't make promises you can't keep. Your stupidity is infuriating. Why can't you just do as I say? What's the problem, huh? If you weigh the options logically, saving Mayuri is the only... Fuck logic! That's... Kurisu stares at me in shock. I'm not God! Maybe I got close, but that's not me! I can't decide who lives and who dies anymore. Susua. Ferris. Lukaku. I sacrificed your happiness to save Mayuri. And the whole time, a voice in the back of my head was asking, is this really okay? What gives me the right? This time I want to save both of them, without sacrificing anyone. Kurisu turns away with a frown, and starts tapping her foot in a clear gesture of displeasure. There's nothing you can do. It's the choice of Steins Gate. Isn't that what you always say? The equation is proven, Okabe. There's no escape. You're just one man. No matter how hard you try, you can't overcome the will of the universe. I know, but I'm still going to try. I won't lose Mayuri or Kurisu. Gah! I hear Kurisu grinding her teeth. Then she turns her back to me. Have it your way! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No, sorry, that was a McDonald's commercial. But I'm not helping. I'm going back to America, and that's that. Goodbye. I don't expect we'll meet again, Hoi and Kiyuma. I can't believe this. How stupid can you be? You're so... stupid! Kurisu disappears down the stairs, muttering insults until I can no longer hear her. Now alone, I sigh into the darkness. Kurisu's absolutely right. I can't think of a single way to save them both. I'm a fool. And yet, I have to try. But this time, I won't have Kurisu's help. I have to fight the universe alone. So we care so much about her this time that we just can't make the choice. How do I save both Kurisu and Mayuri? I can't use D-mail. Too much could go wrong. I don't want to make the same mistakes again. In the end, all I can do is time leap. Time leaping can't save Mayuri, but at least it can delay her death, give me time to find a solution. On this world line, Mayuri dies at 7:30 on the 9th of August 17th. That's about 26 hours from now. My battle has no end in sight. If only Sasua were here, I could have asked her for her advice. But even alone, I must find a way. So resolved, I start time leaping again to save Mayuri. I've done this before. When Mayuri died the first time at Mueko's hands, I tried time leaping to prevent her death. But I only tried running away that time. This time, I try every approach I can think of. I try hiring bodyguards to protect Mayuri. I try taking Mayuri to South America, an entire world away from Japan. I try crippling CERN with attacks on their servers, the ones that don't need the IBN 5100. I try getting Mayuri admitted to a hospital. It's hard given Mayuri's perfect health, but I manage. My goal is to keep her from dying by heart attack. I try everything I can possibly imagine. However, every plan fails. Mayuri dies, again and again and again. Sometimes it's murder, sometimes an accident. But every time I leap, Mayuri dies. Maybe it really is impossible to resist fate. As long as I remain on this world line, Mayuri can't be saved. Fate will kill her every time. From Mayuri's perspective, she only dies once. But I have seen her die dozens of times. All because of me. And yet, it no longer affects me as it used to. Little by little, I grown desensitized to her death. In the beginning, I felt unbearable pain every time I saw her die and murderous rage towards the ones responsible. Now I feel nothing. The realization stuns me. After dozens of leaps, I finally realized what should have been obvious from the beginning. I never leap back more than 26 hours. Why? I could go back as far as August 11th, one whole week in the past. Yet I never do. Why? Because I know that even if I do, nothing will change. I don't believe that anything will change. Every time Mayuri dies, I find myself thinking, another failure, what went wrong this time? I calmly analyze Mayuri's death, then take my data and head for the time leap machine with a sigh, like a gamer forced for the umpteenth death to restart a particularly difficult stage. Just going through the motions. Didn't even realize until this moment how routine it all had become. Now that I have, my actions suddenly seem meaningless. I can't take another step. And that's how I find myself here, sitting motionless in front of the time leap machine. I've been staring at it for hours. When we got caught in the evening shower on the Radio Kaikon rooftop, my clothes got soaked, but now they're completely dry. My body temperature has dropped, but I don't have the energy to warm myself with a shower. I sluggishly get to my feet and pick up the headset. The sight of it fills me with resignation. Resignation. That's all. There is no desperate drive to save Mayuri, no hope that this time I might succeed. Those emotions are long gone. In truth, they have been gone since my argument with Kurisu. Deep down, I always knew that she was right. I pretended not to see it. I told myself that the time leap machine could solve everything. But that was just an excuse, a last attempt to satisfy my ego. In the end, all I'm doing is running away. I turn around in surprise, and there I see Kurisu standing in the doorway. I thought she never wanted to see me again. Why is she here? Why? Kurisu ignores my question and fixes me with her usual glare. Time leaping is just running away. That's... You don't have to tell me. I already know. I know all too well. In the end, all I'm doing is running away. Running from responsibility. Running from the decision. If I had known I would have to make this choice, then I would have refused Sasua when she entrusted me with her mission. I've hurt people. Lots of people. Just to save Mayuri. And yet, I don't even feel guilty anymore. I feel like I'm losing my humanity. Then why are you hesitating now? Maybe because my insurance, the time leap machine, isn't effective. Or maybe I just haven't mastered it yet. Maybe I haven't tapped into its full potential. Running only makes it hurt more. She suddenly looks away. Then she leans against a wall and smiles bitterly. I should know. Is Kurisu running too? From what? Look at yourself, Okabe. You look like you've aged a decade. Your heart can't take it anymore. You don't need to beat yourself up like this. Just accept the truth. Like I said, you can't stay here. Go to the Beta World line. Go to the world where Mayuri doesn't die. Not just for your sake, but for mine as well. She's right. I have no other options left. No more D-mails. No more time leaps. There's no perfect world where both Kurisu and Mayuri live. Maybe there are things I have yet to try, but I'm certain that all of them will end in vain. As long as I stay on this world line, Mayuri will die. And if I go to the Beta World line, Kurisu will die. We'll never be able to talk like this again. It's only been 20 days since we met, and yet the memories of Kurisu flash before my eyes. Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? Who the hell's Christina? I never said that. I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today. We may have created a monster here. You said I was your friend, remember? You said I was important to you. That made me really happy, I guess. And once we're done upgrading the phone wave, I want you to come with me. I want to be your strength. Thank you. I know you're hurting for me. So much has happened these past 20 days. We argued, we exchanged insults. We made incredible discoveries together, and when confronted with the implications, we shared our fears. Whenever I hit a dead end in my struggle to save Mayuri, I always turned to Kurisu for help. She always listened. She always believed me. And I helped her too, when she was distraught over her father. We promised to go to Aomori together. Without this girl genius on our side, we would not have the time leap machine. Proud, passionate Makisa Kurisu, always strong, or at least pretending to be, a little nosy too, and serious to a fault. Before I knew it, she had become the center of the lab. From the very beginning, I was attracted to her radiant confidence. I found myself mesmerized by her every gesture, hanging on her every word. I listened enraptured whenever she presented her latest theory. At the end of the day, the reason I never called her by her name was because I was too embarrassed. I admired her, I longed for her, and I didn't want to admit it to myself. Only now do I realize the truth. I love her, and that is why I want so desperately to save her. She's not just a fellow lab member. To me, Kurisu is far more than that. And yet, I have no choice. In the end, everything she said was right. I can't save you. I'm sorry. In a desperate attempt to hold back my tears, I bite my lip tightly. The taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Why does it have to be you? Why? Ow. I pound my fist on the table. I'm gonna break every single object in this room. Silence. Nothing moves. Outside the window is only darkness. Is this what it's like to be the only person left in the world? Hey, Okabe. Once you go to the Beta World line, Mayuri and Ashida will forget the time we spent together, right? Dots. Kurisu's cheeks start to redden, and she turns away. Will you remember me? Her voice is barely a whisper. Of course I'll remember you. Of course I will! There's no way I could ever forget the girl most important to me. You mean... What the hell are you saying? The truth. But... proof! I need proof! I can't come up with a formula otherwise. Kurisu's getting flustered for some reason. When the interior Oh no, what are you up to? When the interior pituitary gland hypersecretes ACTH and gamma waves induce stochastic resonance, we can assume an infinite Hausdorff dimension for the Hilbert curve. That is, we can measure the asymptotic line with positron emission tomography? No! Just no! Bad girl! Bad girl! Adrenocorticotropic hormone, secreted in response to stress. I still don't know how to say that. Secreted? 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 Secreted sounds very wrong. Kurisu. I speak her name. Our eyes meet. I love you. That's... Kurisu looks away. Her face is bright red. And you? What? Do you, how do you feel about me? You wanna know? That's... Kurisu suddenly looks at me straight in the eye. Her face is still red, but her expression is firm. She walks straight up to me, grabs me by the collar, and jerks me towards her. Close your eyes. Did I make her mad? Perhaps Kurisu hates me for some reason. Maybe she really did mean all those insults she said to me. That would be really sad. I slowly lick my trembling lips and timidly try to ask a question. Why close my... Just shut up and close them! I do as I'm told, though I still don't know why she's so angry. My collar is still in Kurisu's grip. That's... Abruptly, I feel a soft sensation against my lips. The faint scent of citrus tickles my nose. When I open my eyes in surprise... That's just precious. I see Kurisu's face scanned millimeters away, and then I understand what has happened. She's kissing me. Her lips are very warm. My mind goes blank. I'm unable to think. I want to stay like this forever. But soon, our lips separate. That's... Kurisu looks down shyly. What? It's not like I did it because I wanted to or anything. Wow, you're gonna reject this until the very end. It's just, you promised that you wouldn't forget about me. Research shows that memories are harder to forget when coupled with intense emotions. You're a virgin and a perv, so I was sure you'd have an elaborate rehearsal on your first kiss, instantly making it a long-term memory you'd never forget. So... In psychology, the act of transferring short-term memory to a long-term memory, this is done by attaching meaning to the matter to be remembered, or by relating the matter to some other familiar memory. I just don't want you to forget about me, Okibe. No matter what. My heart fills with love for Kurisu as she makes her frantic excuses. What a relief. Kurisu wasn't mad. She was just trying to hide her embarrassment. I want to be with her even more. I want to talk with her even more. I want to learn even more about her. But I know that wish can never come true. My chest tightens. I feel like I'm suffocating. Desperate to keep my emotions under control, I place my own hands on top of Kurisu's, which are still grabbing my collar. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Huh? That wasn't my first kiss. But why you're just a cherry boy! Shut up, virgin. I remember playfully kissing Mayuri in elementary school. That is so cute! That is so cute! I wouldn't really count, like, whatever. And just a little while ago, I forcibly kissed Moeka to silence her. This was like your first kiss out of passion, though. Let's separate them. But that was on another world line, and now it never happened, so I guess it doesn't count. So it wasn't your first... Right, so it only left a weak impression. Probably not enough to become a long-term memory. I'm lying, of course. I never felt such an intense kiss as that. The shock was like a lightning bolt to the brain. But still, I'm lying. Because if I miss this opportunity, I'll never be able to touch Kurisu again. This is my last chance. You want her to kiss you again? So, once more. What? Kurisu fidgets. She usually glares at me harshly, but now she's avoiding my eyes. I don't ever want to forget, so let's make doubly sure. Or doubly? Dabbly? I decided to take the initiative. I wrap my arm gently around Kurisu's waist and pull her slender body against mine. Didn't think we would hear this dialogue outside of fanfictions. Then I guess there's no choice. Kurisu looks up at me shyly. Just a kiss, okay? What is she worried I'll do? Be gentle, okay? I run my fingers softly through her hair. Then I slowly bend down. Okay, babe. We're both shy, so we end up pecking at each other's lips like two small birds. So cute. Then we draw back and look at each other. Kurisu's eyes are wet. Tears are running down her cheeks. I kiss them away. They're salty. Don't forget me. We press our lips together again. Stronger than the first time. Longer than the first time. I never want to let go. We embrace each other tightly, our feelings too powerful to contain. We seek each other's warmth again and again. That's... Locked in our embrace, we feel each other's breath. We feel each other's scent. We feel each other's taste. It's too fast. Kurisu's whisper resonates through our embrace. Time is going by too fast. I could really use a word with Einstein right now. Time is not absolute. Einstein proved that time could be fast or slow depending on the observer. Hey, Okabe. The theory of relativity is so romantic. And so sad, don't you think? How does Kurisu feel about me? In the end, she never really answered my question. I think it was clear enough. Early morning. Akihabara Station. How is this going to end? It can't just end the same way as the Mayuri path. Kurisu is standing before the entrance with her huge suitcase beside her. I wonder if we're just gonna, like, not let her go and sacrifice Mayuri. She waves to me shyly as I approach. Then she blushes and shoots me her usual glare. After that kiss, Kurisu went back to her hotel to pack. That suitcase must hold everything that she brought to Japan. She's going back to America. Well then. Are you sure I shouldn't call Mayuri or Daru? I think that would just make it harder. But you, I have no trouble leaving behind. Dots. That was a joke. Kurisu looks like she's about to cry. I'm sure I look just as sad. But I won't cry. I don't have that right. This is a souvenir. Take it. I hand her future gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. It's a bamboo helicopter equipped with a CCD camera, which allows it to record video in the air. A truly groundbreaking invention. You mean a drone? But sadly, due to its constant high-speed rotation, the video it produces tends to cause motion sickness. No thanks. Just take it. It's not even that bulky. I wanted to give her future gadget number 7, Ghost on the Ball, but it was too big. Kurisu accepts bamboo helicam with a strained smile. Oh, fine. I guess I'll take it. And then, silence. No words of farewell. We just look at each other. Sorry I couldn't go with you to Aomori. Yeah. But these 2 weeks were fun, in their own way. Give my regards to Mayuri and Ashita, okay? Kurisu spreads her arms wide. Without a moment's hesitation, I step forward and embrace the girl genius one last time. Hang in there, Okibe. Stay well. Kurisu smiles faintly, then turns and walks towards the entrance with suitcase in hand. I watch her go, unable to move a muscle. I want to stop her. I want to wrap my arms around her and tell her to stay with me forever. But I can't. This is what we decided. To save Mayuri. To save the future. I'm sorry, Kurisu. I can't save you. Kurisu will disappear. She'll be left behind on this world line. There is no place for her in the coming worlds. I'll remember you, Makisa Kurisu. I will remember your warmth. I will never forget. I don't know whether Kurisu hears my words. She keeps walking. Stride steady. Back straight. Long, silky hair fluttering in the wind. She's quickly fading into the distance. But I can tell. I see her shoulders trembling. We will never meet again. Our world lines will never cross again. I'm glad I met you, Kurisu. I would have been lost without you. I love you. Goodbye. I stand there in the entrance as commuters file past, until long after she has vanished from sight, afraid that any motion, any thought, might cause the tears to fall. Well then, that was certainly not depressing. I brought back memories, man. I've had to say goodbye to my loved one at airplanes and train stations far too many times, but at least we can always see each other again. I can't imagine what it's like to say goodbye for the last time. This is stuff that we have read, meaning we can skip it. I know. The memories we made, the experiences we share to save Mayuri. We know this. Kurisu's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. Slowly, I raise my right hand and extend my index finger. Victory is at hand! Dari twitches at my cry. With unimaginable brilliance and unwavering conviction, I have defeated our vast and powerful enemy, and now stand triumphant on the field of Ragnarok. I give thanks to the comrades, whose sacrifice made this victory possible. One press of this key, and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread. The coming world is the world I wished for. I wish for Mayuri to live, and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it. This is the choice of Steins Gate. This is the choice of Okibe Rintaro. Let the world be reborn! I swing down my index finger. And at the exact same time, I hear the lab door open. My eyes dart towards the sound. Dash, exclamation points? There, in the doorway, stands Kurisu. Her face is flushed. Was she running? Why is she here? She should be on her way to the airport right now. Kurisu's looking at me. Her eyes are glistening, but her face is all smiles. Did she come back for me? In a split second of frozen time, I imagine I hear her voice. "We didn't say goodbye," she says. Immediately afterward, my finger strikes the enter key. Wait! 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 Wait, 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 wait! The world starts to warp. The timeline is being rewritten. I feel my consciousness being sucked into the vortex. Reading Steiner. Divergence is changing. The warp accelerates. Kurisu. Daru. Mayuri. Everything inside the lab is shifting. Color fades as my consciousness leaves this world line. I turn to face Kurisu, desperate to burn this last sight of her into my eyes. She raises her hand. Goodbye. Okay, I love... That timing. The world gradually stops spinning. Little by little, color returns. I look to the door. She was standing there just a moment ago. My assistant, Christina, Makisa Kurisu. Now she is gone. Vanished like a dream. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder, where Kurisu fixed the torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No, that's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave, name subject to change. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects, save one. Kurisu was never here. Every trace of her has vanished. Kurisu is nowhere now. Nowhere, except in my memories. Mayuri and Daru are looking at me. Hey, who was Lab Mem 004 again? I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be. Oh, Corinne, there isn't a fourth Lab Mem, remember? Are you going to introduce a new member? Requesting cute girl. No. I knew that it would be like this. But the fact that they forgot her existence is so saddening, so frightening. I am the only person in the world who remembers Makisa Kurisu as Lab Member 004. So I won't forget. I alone will have to live with her memory engraved upon my heart. Now, time to proclaim my triumph. There are still things that must be done, and many sacrifices were made to get here. But despite all that, this is my victory. I have won. I lost my girlfriend. Wait. Mayuri and Daru stare in wonder at my abrupt laughter. The last battle of Ragnarok is won! I, the insane mad scientist Hoyoyen Kiyuma, with an IQ rivaling that of Einstein himself, have thwarted the organization, outsmarted CERN, and conquered the whole space and time. Now, at the moment of my triumph, I stand before you as a god. This brave new world is the fruit of my ambition. The hated system shall collapse, and chaos shall rule the earth. This truly is the choice of Steins. Oh, Corinne. Mayuri suddenly throws her arms around me. I freeze, utterly taken aback. Daru looks as confused as I am. Mayuri looks up at me and smiles. It's the gentlest smile I've ever seen. It's okay now. What are you saying? I must proclaim our glorious victory, that all may... But oh, Corinne, you look like you're about to cry. That's You don't have to try so hard, okay? I know you're doing it for me, but I don't want to be a burden. So you don't have to pretend anymore, okay? If you're hurting, just say so, like normal Okarin would. But you don't have to worry about Miyushi anymore. Miyushi is fine. So you can cry if you want to, okay? I don't know what happened, but it's okay to cry now. Dots. And just like that, the mask shatters. All it took was one word from Mayuri. Mayuri, the sister I never had, the girl who always needed my protection. I had to save her. That was my purpose. I even sacrificed the girl I loved. But now, I finally realized that it's over. Mayuri is safe. I'm free. Once more I see Kurisu's face in my mind's eye. I recall the warmth of her body, the softness of her lips, the weight of her last words. One by one, they pound against my heart. I can't bear it anymore. Whoa, man! Are you really crying? My vision blurs. Tears run down my cheeks. A tidal wave of emotion crashes over me. Nothing remains to hold it back. I'll never see Kurisu again. That knowledge shreds my heart. I can't hold back my sobs. I can't stop my tears. This is the world I've been searching for. A world where Mayuri does not die. And yet, it is missing the person most precious to me. It's too much. It's too cruel. Why did it have to be Kurisu? Why was I forced to choose? Why did she send me off with a smile? I cling to Mayuri. She strokes my hair gently. I surrender to my grief. 3 days have passed since then, and Mayuri is still alive. Moeka and the Rounders have not attacked, and Tanushi has shown no sign of moving against us. Dara has been visiting May Queen as usual, while Mayuri has been working on a costume design for next Kamima. Everything is back to normal. Everything. Save for the hole in my heart. That's that. I'm standing by the dumpster out back of the lab. We just finished dumping the last of the trash. This morning, I called Daru, and together we dismantled the phone wave and the IBN 5100. Man, what a waste. That thing was worth a fortune. And now we don't have a microwave. How will Miyushi eat her juicy chicken #1? Come on, I'll get you a new microwave. We no longer need the phone wave, that miraculous time machine built by coincidence. It brought Kurisu into my life. But at the same time, it made many people suffer. It must never be used again. Not by me, not by anyone. It's time for the phone wave to die. And with it, the insane mad scientist Hoyoyin Kiyuma, Lord of Space and Time. I recall what Kurisu once said. I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today. I gaze once more upon the scrap heap that was future gadget number 8. We stripped it down to the last bolt and circuit board. Surely no one can rebuild it now. Time travel is too much power for any human to wield. We don't need the D-mails or time leaps. Even if nothing in the future is guaranteed. Even though I may die tomorrow. Life was never meant to be redone. And that's fine by me. Wouldn't you say so too, Kurisu? I look up at the sky, and even though it's the middle of the day, I can see a single star shining. Maybe it's Venus. Which suddenly reminds me. Going to the past is possible right now. Look into the sky at night and you can see how things were tens of thousands of years ago. Every night, we casually travel through time. That's what Kurisu said. And each and every word she spoke, I carve into my heart. So that I'll never let them slip from memory. For as long as my life endures. That was a really beautiful ending. Like, I love the little speech about life was never meant to be redone, and I like that ending. I think I like this ending more than I like the Mayuri ending. I think I do, actually. This was one of my favorites. This one was really nice. I enjoyed it, and having Kurisu as well, that was very interesting. I wonder if she would ever give up the whole "I don't like you, shut up, stupid" act or not, but regardless. I enjoyed that. Guys and girls, do you know what that means? There's one ending left to the game. And from what I've gathered, this is not an ending that's linked to any other girls. It's not the Moeka ending, it's a special ending. So I'm super excited about that. Kurisu, she's super hot, even though she called me a motherfucker. That was really rude, by the way. That was some insane word usage on her end. Very, very naughty. Bad Kurisu. Well, we're stuck in this menu. I wonder if we're gonna get an epilogue here. I'm not sure. That might be too much. Paradox Meltdown. CG library. Because what we are missing right now, as you can see, we are missing 4 scenes in the middle here. Like, we have obtained most of the things in the game. Then we're missing 2 scenes in the Susura/Ferris area. Then we're missing 2 scenes here right at the end. So if we go to the clear list now, Paradox Meltdown. Just 1 left. We have 188 out of 189 tips. We're missing 1 tip. There's a few achievements that we need. They're mostly gained by just having specific phone dialogues with the gang, and we have like 86% completion. Pretty cool. Guys and girls, in the next episodes, well, regardless, we'll figure out what happens in the next episode. Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.